you got to keep it locked. We got more coming up right here on Fayetteville's First Choice, 104.5.
Do you want me to turn it to the max?
You already know.
Without a doubt.
Most hip-hop.
WCCG 104.5.
104.5 will be giving you the opportunity to take the shot for more cash and prizes. You are locked into the Afternoon Express with your man Ace Brown. I got a very special guest, Miss Machele Shelly Scott, who is the founder of Sweet and Savory Homemade Goods. How are you today?
I'm fabulous, Ace. Thank you so much. Yes. I appreciate the opportunity to be here in Fayetteville, North Carolina at 104.5.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. So let's start. How did you get started with your business, baking goods and sweets and things to that nature? How did you get started?
Oh, that's a great question. So what I've done is lost a 28-second video on YouTube, and it starts off as how I got started. It started with the Easy Bake Oven when I was 9 years old that was gifted to me to my parents for Christmas.
Nice.
And I've always had a passion for cooking. I love cooking, and I enjoy cooking. It really makes me happy and smile to see smiles on people's faces when they enjoy my goodness of my home baked goods.
So now, when you first got started, was your thing to necessarily focus on the desserts, or that was just your thing where you was like, you know what, I do this a little bit better than I do your entree meals? Or did it, when you went in, your thing was, no, I want to focus on strictly desserts?
Well, good question. My mom was from Kansas City, Junction City, Kansas. Nice. So she originated making pumpkin pies. Okay. So she wasn't from the South, so she wasn't doing sweet potato pies. So unfortunately, mother passed away. She's in heaven. God has her hands close and loving. Yes. So with that being said, I said, let me do a sweet potato pie. I said, you know what? Everybody does sweet potato pie. I need to do a sweet potato pie with a new spin on it. So the new spin was healthier and happier, of course. So that's why I created the signature pie with no sugar, and it's on a graham cracker crush, so it's gluten-free as well.
Nice.
Because I want to prevent people from getting diabetes.
So now, if someone has the sweet tooth, how are they able to enjoy your pie as well as they would the normal sweet potato pie? Well,
they can decide to upgrade it on their own by putting vanilla ice cream if they like, or whipped cream if they like, but I would recommend light ice cream or no sugar added ice cream, because you don't want to overindulge.
Exactly.
And you already have an original signature yummy item, so you don't want to mess it up.
Nice. Okay, so your thing is go ahead and add it in with they don't have to add in anything to your ingredients. All they have to do is whatever topping they're going to have, whether it be whipped cream, whether it be, like you said, ice cream, or if they want to do some fruit or something like that, then that's where they'll go ahead and get their sugar from.
That's correct.
Okay.
Because my goal is for them to opt out of the sugar, because the goal is to not have diabetes. So you're still able to enjoy a delicious dessert.
Now, what made you? I love the fact that that's what it was. It was about keeping people from not having diabetes and things to that nature. What made you say, you know what, I want to do the health kit? Because a lot of people, I know several people that do baking, and their thing is, look, I'm trying to give you the sweets.
Right, they want to keep it original.
What made you say, hey, you know what, was it family members that say, you know, hey, Shelly, I would love to support, but, you know, I got to watch what I'm eating? What made you focus on the diabetes and making sure that it's gluten-free and things of that nature?
Well, it's funny that you said that. I happen to have been going to this organization here in Fayetteville, North Carolina called Better Health.
Okay.
And it educated me about diabetes. Okay. So I've been going there for 3 years to prevent myself from being a diabetic. Nice. And I saw the harm that diabetic can do to a person's body. Nice. And I like to eat sweet things from time to time. And I enjoy eating. So that's where the sweet potato, being a root vegetable in itself, is perfect on every occasion, rather it be for baked potato, sweet potato fries, or sweet potato stew. You can put it in stew, or you can have chunks of it and eat it a la carte with your own favorite green items such as kale or perhaps spinach. So that's why I chose sweet potato pie. Nice, nice, nice. Now, you traveled a lot? I have traveled a lot. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. You can say I have sea legs. Yeah, you traveled a lot, and that is all based on doing your business. How does it feel to be able to travel the world, not just the country, but the world, being able to do what you love? It's a blessing, and it's amazing, and it's full of such great wealth of information.
Okay.
I went to Spain and Italy and France in October to promote the YouTube commercial show that's currently on YouTube under Machele Scott or Shelly Sweet and Savory. And I passed out 1,000 business cards while I was on the cruise ship. And I was telling them about my pies with no sugar, and people were just amazed. You have a pie with no sugar, a sweet potato pie with no sugar? That's genius. That's genius. And I told them not only is it genius, it tastes good too.
There you go. That's the big
So
part.
there I was in the French Riviera passing out business cards talking about Shelly Sweet and Savory all the way from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
There you go. And that's always a good thing. That is always a good thing. When we come back, we're going to continue having this conversation with Miss Shelly. And she has bought myself some nice little gifts. But we're going to definitely talk about what's next for her, as well as how young ladies can get into baking, as well as just culinary in general. I always like to say that it's nothing if we can't pass it on to the next generation.
Exactly, to leave a legacy.
Exactly.
You have to leave a legacy for your family. You have to leave a legacy for your life.
Yes.
Because we have fought too hard and too long to be where we need to be.
Yes.
That we're not there yet, and we have to continue to press on to get there.
Exactly.
For so many reasons of celebrating Black History Month, as well as celebrating International Women's Day.
Exactly. And that's always important. So you guys got to keep a lot right here to find out what we're going to be talking about next. Why? Because we are the best station in the field. Y'all really got to keep it a lot right here. You know what it is. It is 104.5.
Shelly Sweet and Savory.
It is 104.5, where we give you the opportunity to take the shot for more cash and prize. And when you're just tuning in, we have Miss Machele Scott from Sweet and Savory. So, Miss Shelly, quick question. You have a consultation, I hear.
Yes,
for those that want to get into entrepreneurship, which is very big in 2020. How can they go ahead and find you?
Well, let's step 2 steps back real quick so I can tell you how I got into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
There's a foundation out there called the Brian Hamilton Foundation.
Yes.
And I'm a graduate of the Brian Hamilton Foundation, and the class was held at the Fayetteville Chambers here in Fayetteville, North Carolina last April.
Okay.
So I graduated from there, and Brian Hamilton gave you all the fundamental tools that you need to start your own business. So that's what helped me really, really get back into the launch of being an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, what I would like to do to any young teenager, actually they can be 9 years old on up. Okay. Because there's really no age to entrepreneurship. I guess entrepreneurship can start at 4.
Yes.
But any young lady that would like a free consultation with me in representation of being an entrepreneur, or how to be a business owner, or how to get started in a business owner, what does it take to start a business, I'd be happy to give them a free consultation, and they can do that by calling me at my number at 910-527-0162, or they can go on Facebook to Shelly Sweet and Savory Homemade Goods and shoot me a message there, or perhaps they can email me at piegoodness71@gmail.com.
Nice. So you guys make sure you go ahead and do those things if you're interested in being not only in the culinary field, but also just a business person in general, preferably women. Reason why is because we want to shine a light this month on women and young ladies, so definitely preferably women. What is next for you? What do you have coming up?
What's next for me? What's coming up? Well, you know, the next big thing was right here, 104.5 in Fayetteville, North Carolina, with Mr. Ace Brown. Yes. But what's coming up next is I have a gift for you.
Okay.
Tart-sized pies.
Thank you.
Sweet potato tart-sized pies, and it also comes in a 9-inch.
Thank you. So you guys got to make sure you go on her Facebook to be able to see the sizes of her dishes or her desserts, so that way you can discuss how to go ahead and support, as well as go ahead and see if this can be your new dessert spot. So that's what you definitely have to do. Now, what would you tell young ladies that are interested? They might have an easy bake oven at home or had one back in the past, but now they threw it away, or they are starting to get discouraged because things are not going the way they planned. What would you tell them?
I would tell them think fresh first, because every good product has to be a fresh product. And I would also tell them to go back to the basics. That health book that they had in class, or perhaps that home economic class they had with school. Yes. Start with the basics, with your fruits and your vegetables and nutrition and protein and the importance of eating omega-3s. Just knowing the roots of oranges and apples and bananas. Bananas having potassium. Pineapples being good for a variety of health ailments. turmeric, the spice, being cutting down on inflammation. So go back to the basic beginnings of what you learned in school, and those are the perfect tools to help you get started into cooking or baking, or interested in culinary school if you're interested in culinary school. You don't necessarily have to enroll completely 100% because I'm a self-taught chef.
Yes.
There's a local community college that offers basic individual classes,
yes.
like
Fayetteville
making sauces or baking. Yes, Fayetteville Tech.
Yes, I know about it.
Baking biscuits or baking sauces. Yes.
All right. So you guys are getting a whole lot, but make sure you take advantage of that 15-minute consultation that is free. A lot of people don't understand. We get back to the community here on 104.5, and just her taking time out your busy schedule, I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys have to make sure, give me that Facebook one more time for the people that just tuning in right now, how they can find you.
You can find me on Facebook with Shelly Sweet and Savory Homemade Goods. That's Shelly Sweet and Savory Homemade Goods on Facebook. Or my personal page is under Machele Scott. That's Machele with one A and one L. And if you need to email me for more information, you can email me at piegoodness71@gmail.com for a free 15-minute consultation or any questions you may have in reference to sweet potatoes, sweet potato pies, or entrepreneurship. I'd be happy to do that.
You guys make sure
Thank you,
you do that. I really appreciate you coming and taking time out of your busy schedule. Stopping by the Afternoon Express. You guys got to keep it locked. Why? Because we're the hottest station in the afternoon, during the day, during the night. We 104.5 is just doing it. Alright? But of course, we got the Afternoon Express right here. With your man Ace Brown. Y'all keep it locked. We got more coming up. That's all I can say. Keep it locked. We got more.
All right. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Shelly Sweet and Savory. Remember, life is always sweet and savory. And I got new videos posting up soon. Stay tuned this week.